terrible torrential rain and the wind and the inclement weather and the gray skies and the hail and the snow and the frogs that are coming from the...
Frogs?
Oh, Billy Ray.
Oh, I haven't seen the frogs.
And the locusts.
Oh, my God.
The plagues that are coming down from the sky.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. If I were the Chargers right now, I would freaking drop the mic and walk away and go, bitches, I told you. People will walk to another convention center. Did I just say that?
Yes, you
did I just
did.
say it like that?
And you said it very well.
I've been listening to a lot of hip-hop this week, and you'll have to excuse me. Yeah.
And by the way, they'll do it again in a week or 2 weeks when Comic-Con starts as well.
Right.
Just people will be spread out all across the game.
No doubt.
Right. Comic-Con, people will be at Petco Park. People will be at the library. People will be at the... at just all parts. They'll be at the Children's Museum.
Everywhere.
They'll be at all parts of San Diego, and no one will complain that they had to walk outside. Now, Darren, imagine us with a downtown football stadium for the Super Bowl, and if we think the national media is drooling all over itself now, what would that be like?
Well, even better, for a whole week.
Yep.
Right? For a whole week, or for a national championship game,
Massive.
Final Fours.
Yeah, massive amounts of money changing hands, and that's always good.
Yeah. You know, I asked my friends from out of town, I said, would you guys have booked this trip any differently? And we got into one of these deep conversations over drinks. I said, would you guys have done anything differently if your hotel tax was 12.5% or 16.5% instead of 12%? They looked at me and laughed and said, what are you even talking about? We didn't come here for that. We came here because we just want to blow it out for 3 days in San Diego. We wouldn't even notice it. You just pay the bill and you leave and you get in a taxi and you go to the airport and you go home. And that's all you really notice. He goes, I don't know, what is the hotel tax? I said, yeah, it's 12.5 and 16.5, and I tried to explain it. He goes, that's the dumbest thing ever. This is the dumbest thing ever. No, none of us would hesitate for a second. Not for 1 second if that were the case here.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to go off. Everybody knows I'm going to go off today, tomorrow, and in the hangover aftermath of Wednesday. And our county supervisor, Ron Roberts, who was on the air last week, who was offended when we started talking Charger Stadium rather than All-Star Game. And I promised Ron that when people leave here on Wednesday of next week, they're going to say, what are they arguing about related to the Chargers and the stadium? They must build a stadium downtown, and they must host Super Bowls downtown, and what a great place it is. And Ron got all butthurt and was like, oh, really? Is that what people are going to say when they leave? They're not going to say what a great All-Star experience? I said, no, they're not. Because if we have to, we will brainwash them, which we plan to do. And it's incredible how even some of the most important local officials in the tourism world who are against the Chargers downtown stadium they're making our case for us in the media nationally, and I'll get into all of that here to get started.
Now, did you guys hear what Steve Wynn said?
Steve Wynn, the owner of the Wynn?
Of the Wynn, correct. Did you hear what he said about the Raiders in Las Vegas? Again, keep in mind this is somebody who owns a couple of significant hotels, right? Steve Wynn, kind of a big deal? Would you guys agree? Kind of a big deal.
No doubt. A very big deal, and I love what you're about to say, so go.
So I know I'm putting Herb on the spot here, but if we could cue this up, just because they track him down, TMZ tracks him down, leaving some restaurant in L.A., and they ask him, what would you think about the Raiders coming to town? Keep in mind, one of their funding mechanisms is similar to what's proposed here, which is raising taxes on hotels. And Steve Wynn, who's a very, very successful hotel operator, who's built two of the more beautiful ones that you've ever seen in your life. And again, do we have it queued up? If we do, go ahead and play it and listen to what somebody who would be affected by this increase says about the Raiders coming to town. I feel that it seems like